Good morning, second grade math students. How are you doing today? I miss you so much, and I wish we were all learning together. And and I know we'll be together soon, and I have hope. But until then, I'm going to try and do a daily math review lesson with you. And today we're going to kind of pick up where we were before the break with the unit we were working on in subtraction. Okay, so I'm going to do some review lessons and activities from that unit. So it's gonna be the same focus question as yesterday, except today we're going to be doing subtraction. Okay, so let's read it together. I can fluently add and subtract using strategies based on place value within 100. Okay, one more time. I can fluently add and subtract using strategies based on place value within 100. Okay, so today we're going to focus on how to subtract. Okay. For this activity, you're going to need your whiteboard, if you have it, a sock, and your marker, a hundreds grid, which you can get from page 189 in your workbook, if you have that. Okay, and we're going to need some items to generate some equations. So you can do it the same way we did it yesterday with dice. Or I'm going to do it a little different way today. Show you something else you can do. You can use cards. Okay, so these are the cards we have in the classroom, but you can use any kind of cards if you have cards at home. And but you do need to take out the two-digit numbers. And if you're using one of your parents' decks, they have the queens and the kings and the jacks, and you need to take those out. And the aces, you need to take, actually the aces can be ones, so you can take those out of there, right? So I'm gonna get all of the single-digit cards. Okay, you don't need the whole deck, but you do need enough to do this. And I'm gonna pull out the two-digit numbers. So the 10s and above. Okay, right, so now I have my cards, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Let me just show you how to shuffle. Okay, so you can go like this. That's one way. Or you can go a fancy way, like this. Or you can do it this way as well. Right, so let's get our first equation. Ready? We're going to do equations, two-digit numbers, and we're going to do subtraction. Right, so we have the first number is 61, and then the second number, 17. 61, and then we're going to minus 17. Okay, so we're going to see right away that 17 has 1 10 and 7 ones. Okay, right? So if we go to our hundreds grid, we're going to find 61, and we're going to minus 1 10 and 7 ones. So we're minusing 1 10, and we get to 51, and then 7 ones. Okay, so we're doing our return sweep, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we end up with 44. Okay, so that's one way to do it. You can use the hundreds grid. Okay, the next way you can do it is you can use a number line. Okay, and I'm going to show you with the same equation how to use a number line. Okay, so when you're doing subtraction, you're doing a decreasing number line. Okay, and the first way you can do it is by counting back. Right, and so we're going to put 61 right there, and then we're going to put our decreasing number line. Okay, it's going down. It's getting less. Okay, and then we're going to remember that this is 1 10 and 7 ones. So we're going to do a 10 first. We're going to take away a 10 first. Then we're going to end up at 51. Okay, and then we still have 7 ones. So we're going to go back 7 ones, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you see how they're all connected because it's a continuous thing, and we're starting right at 61. Okay, and they're all connected. Okay, and the bigger one is clearly bigger. It's a 10. It's bigger than 1. So it's labeled as bigger, and the jump is shown as bigger. Okay, and so we end up at 51, and then we have 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, oops, 46, 45, and 44. Okay, and these are all minus ones. Okay. Right. So our answer is 44. So I did it first this way. And I got 44 using the hundreds chart. And then I double checked doing it counting back. Now there's a third way you can do it. You can count up. And it just depends on the kind of person you are, whether subtraction works better for you or whether addition works better for you. It's still a subtraction problem, but you count up from the second addend until you get to 61. Okay, so you would start at 17, and then it's counting up. Okay, and you're going to have to get to 61, so you're going to put 61 on here. Right, so we're going to do tens first. 17, 27. Am I there yet? No. 37. Am I there yet? No. 47. Am I there yet? Nope. Whoops, looks like I put the 61 too close. 57. Are we there yet? No. But if we go to 67, it's going to be too much. So now we got to count by ones. 58, 59, 60, 61. So those are all ones, and then I can label the 61 down there. So now I count up my jumps, and that'll should give me 44. Let's hope. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And this is plus 4. Right? So there's 3 ways you can do this. You can use the hundreds chart if you have one. Okay, you can count back. That's one strategy for subtraction. Or you can count up. That's another strategy for subtraction. Okay? So I've been 10 minutes now, and I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to do a little review. We're going to read the I can statement, focus question. I can statement, focus question. That's science. One more time. I can fluently add and subtract using strategies based on place value within 100. Okay, so these are subtracting 2-digit numbers. Okay, and what you know about place value, 100's grid, how many tens and how many ones there are in any given number up to 100. Okay, you can count back to get your answer, or you can count up. Oops, Q's gone. You can count up to get your answer. And the answer in a subtraction problem, don't forget, is called the difference, because it is the difference between the 2 points on a number line. Okay, all right, have a good rest of your day. Be kind to yourself, be kind to your parents. Get some exercise, okay, and I'll see you again tomorrow.